Hello, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today I want to play with some CD cases. Not sure yet whether they're going to go in this nature journal or if they're going to go in the little book of collage, because they would clip round there quite nicely. Not sure yet, but let's get on and play with them and then we can decide. So let's get rid of this mucky mat. Don't necessarily need that for the moment. I've picked out 4 book images. You can see the backs, they've just been torn from books. Not sure what I'm going to use yet. I've also got some Tim Holtz die cuts, and obviously I've got all the usual inks and things. Now before I do anything to them, I want to be able to cover this front. So obviously I've got a bit of bow. I need this out so I can cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully open it up, and of course I would choose one that's been glued particularly well, wouldn't I? How are you all? Are you happy, safe and well? Whoops. See, the one thing you want to try not to do is what I did, which is rip it. Now if I take my craft knife, it's ridiculous because some of them are stuck really well and others are hardly stuck at all. It just sort of depends on which one you pick out. I'm obviously going to stick it back down, so I just want to get it open, because once I've got it open I can take that cellophane out. Okay, so let's open that side. And do this side as well. So it's just a pretty normal sort of day here today. Hubby's up in the office. Boo's laying on the chair in front of me. I do believe my daughter's coming round later. She's got some normal life problems in that her washing machine's gone and died. So back home to mum, where there is a functioning washing machine. And we all know what it's like when you've got a toddler. There's always loads of washing. So she'll be round later to get some washing done. Give me a chance to have a cup of tea and a chat with her. So that suits me just fine. Okay, so we've got it open. And now I'm just going to pull off the cellophane, which is stuck nowhere near as well. So there you go. Simple, simple, simple. And now if I find some interesting book pages, let's see what we've got. Whoops. So this is an old law book. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to want it to go on the front like that. So turn it over. Simple simples. Just take my pencil and draw around that circle. Just like that. Really simple, okay? And then I can just do a snip and I can cut out. For a minute there I thought I'd done it too high up on the page. I can trim this off so. It's not rocket science really, is it? If you've got an appropriate sized die, you could do this with a die. But if you haven't, obviously this is the easy way without any specialist tools or equipment. So now what we should be able to do is pop that down on there, glue that into place. I have come slightly low with it, but to be honest, once we get some ink on there, we're not overly going to see that, are we? Just double check, because sometimes these are not square and the top and the bottom are different. No, okay, fine. So I'm going to get my glue. I'm going to glue all the way around the hole. Giving myself a little bit of gap because I don't want glue coming out on the cellophane. Okay, and then turn it round. I'm gonna pop this down, get it where I want it, like that. And then once it's down, I can then lift these corners up and glue. Well, if I had glue in my bottle, I can glue these bits on these corners. Can run along the top, across there, come down the side, along the bottom, back up the other side. It's just an easy way, well, in my opinion it's an easy way to get that done. And then if I just pop my ruler on the edge there, I can tear that excess piece off. Okay, so I've now got my front covered, and this is the point I'm going to get my messy board back up on mat, and I'm going to ink up these edges. So fold all my bits under. Okay, across the edge, across the bottom, obviously if you're not an inker, that's fine, just move on to the next stage, but I do like ink, as you know, if you've been here before. Now we've got a bit of excess that needs to come off here. It's the only trouble, when it's thin it can be quite hard to get off. There we go. And just ink that up. And then I'm going to choose my picture, obviously, put my picture in next, then my cellophane, and then I can glue it all back together again. Okay, so close that up. Now, which picture do I like? I think this one's going to be too big. Oh no, we see quite a nice piece of that cottage. Oh, I quite like that actually. Right, so glue all the way around the edge. I know I'm forever saying it, but I really must fill this glue bottle up. And then come down. And then I'm going to offer it. There. Just fold that over so that I can see what I'm seeing through the hole. Take my ruler, tear these pieces off again because they're now surplus to requirement. Yeah, that's all I've got to tell you really. Look at that, that's beautiful. Right, let's put our cellophane back on so you can see the line where the glue was. I don't know if you can see it on camera, can you? Look, the line, you can see where the glue was, so just follow that same line. If you've got a straight hand, unlike me, that'd probably be much better. And then just make sure there's no boo hair on it and pop that back down. Simples. And then we can bring it over and we can glue these pieces back down. This is why I like my purple glue stick, because you can see exactly where your glue's been. But I haven't got any of that at the moment, so I'm using my liquid Elmer's glue. There you go. And now it is all back together. A little bit of white showing there. So I'm just coming back with my ink brush. A little bit of glue needed there. And then I'm wondering, can I find a nice paper doll, whoops, drop some, that looks like it belongs there. Don't want to go that side because I feel like there's too much of the cottage there, but now his hand's in the wrong place. Don't want a couple. Little girl, maybe. Woman. Maybe that one. Don't want a group, do we? Or a car, really. Although, do we want a car? Oh, actually, you see I'm saying I don't want a car. I quite like that. It does mean I'm only going to use half of it, but I'm sure I could use half for something else. So, take my scissors. Trim that up. Looks a little bit weird. We'll just run the ink around that. I'll be careful because those bits are now sort of flapping around until I glue them down. Oh, just a second. Right, sorry about that. As I said, daughter's here to do her washing, so we'll get this one finished and then I'll go and have a cup of tea and a good old natter. So I've got my half a car. I'm going to pop that right on the edge on that corner. Yeah, the sort of car that's parked outside the cottage. I love it. So we glue this up. And it does make a change to be using the cutouts that are not people. So that works. Door's going to go again in a minute because I'm expecting a parcel from the postman. So you'll be glad that I've gone. It's going to be a busy day here, I think, today. People and parcels. Right. Pop that on there, line it right up to the edge and stick that down. So maybe if on the next one I use this picture, then maybe we could use one of the houses. Oh, that would be novel, wouldn't it? Yes, so that's the one that we've done, and that's the one that I'm thinking about doing. So as always, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you found some joy and inspiration. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.